Hello, everybody, and welcome on Studio 9 for the event. Keep talking, they are working. Yeah, because it's really important to keep talking. Yeah,
Yes.
I have the honor today to receive my co-host on my left,
So you should just say
Mrs.
side and then it
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah, yeah,
matter.
yeah, 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 because it's split side, so
Just say
but
side.
it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I manage, I manage. You know, I'm really professional. So on my left, I have my lovely Sharon with me, Sunshine, for
Oh,
co-host with me
thank you.
this incredible event with Mr. the Mouse Pete Dassey
Yeah.
and Mrs. Sandy Greenman. Thank
Hello.
you.
Hello.
Thank you very much to accept the invitation. We will maybe have some guests in
Mm-hmm.
surprise.
Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
cool.
Yeah,
All right.
so
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
waiting. I'm waiting to see.
Ken Kratz is coming.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
what?
but
Okay.
Cool.
Get your boxing gloves out, Sandy.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-oh.
so ladies first. Sandy. Yeah, uh, for the guest. Sandy, how was your day and how was your week? How are you doing today?
Well, my day is good today. My week was overwhelming, completely overwhelming. I was so happy to see Casey's response to the state's uh, hilarious response. I thought she did a tremendous job, and I told her so. I think she gave it right back to them. And I got a kick out of their response actually when they said all she was doing was throwing spaghetti against a wall to see if anything would stick.
I saw your interview with Dr. Johnstone. It was
Yeah,
absolutely amazing. I
thank
highly
you. Yeah.
recommend everyone to go to watch this interview. It's a really great channel, and you can see in the same time the interview with Casey. So
Mhm.
it's with,
And
but
our
you
and our
were
other
really,
Sandra,
really amazing.
Jerome. Our other Sandra was on there too, remember? Sandra Lee? Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely,
Oh,
Don't
that's
forget our
right.
other Sandra.
Ab-
Yeah.
Yep.
Good
absolutely.
name.
I
Mm-hmm.
was thinking about
She's on
her
my top today
because
as well.
she matters. She really matters for us because we are all involved in all of all of kind of
Yeah.
case like the MM case, the
Mm-hmm.
Luke Mitchell
Mhm.
case, and
Mhm.
all wrongful conviction case.
Yeah.
And continuing to talking about this case, it's really important, and that's what we do,
Yeah.
and that's why we are here today. And Pete, so same question. How was your day? How was your week? How are you doing today?
My week was so. I had a couple problems at work on Tuesday. I let everything get to me. You know how it comes pouring in, and
Mm.
I had a couple people from work ask me how I was doing, and because they were kind of concerned, and I said sometimes you can't shut it out. And when I get like that, I go off in the corner, and let's say if I'm cleaning or something, I'll go in the corner and clean off to the side, and I'm real quiet. I
Mm-hmm.
don't really talk to anybody really, and but otherwise after Thursday it was okay. I got to talk to my son Brendan, and
Yay.
yeah, he was on the phone, and he can't wait till the visiting starts again,
Nice,
and
nice. Oh,
we're on
Good.
there like what is it 20-25 minutes, and it just seems like only 2 minutes. You
Yep.
know,
yeah,
we talk about so many things. It's like, you know,
yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
know. And it's Sandy for you. How much time do you have see Stephen? It's a long time ago. You have see
Yeah,
Stephen
it's
for the last time. It was in
right.
March.
March,
Oh,
yes, it's
yeah,
been
in
over a
March.
year now. I think
Oh,
my last day was March 7th, and
oh
Mark
my
wow,
saw
God.
him on
yeah,
the 9th
yeah, yeah,
by
And for you,
himself.
Pete,
yeah. Same thing here.
same
Yeah,
thing. Yeah.
it's been a while, and then I just got home from shopping because Sunday is usually our shopping day, and I go, oh, geez, that's right, I forgot. I gotta be on here, and Jerome goes, are you come? Are you going to be coming on? I go, yeah. I even had
Can't
time
stand
to
us up.
change. I even had time to change oil in my air compressor. I kind of explained what air compressor was. Jerome
Yeah,
thought it
yeah,
was
yes.
something else, but it's a thing that gives you air so you can pump up your tires, and You know, like it is at the gas station, but I got my own, so you don't have to go to the gas station to pump up your tires.
That's
Otherwise,
Yeah,
I got
it's really practical.
everything. I got everything put away, and I just did a little cook off here. I helped the wife there get everything ready. So I'm in my man cave here, so I'm raring to go. So that's all my deal is. Yeah.
Very nice.
Your man cave.
Yeah, this is my man cave down
Very
here. Where I got
Your studio.
what is it?
Your studio.
Yeah, studio.
Yeah,
See,
studio.
yeah. Everybody thought that was pictures hanging on the wall by me, but I don't have no wall. They're out in the open. They're on strings.
Yep.
Yeah. They're yeah.
That's really
No,
cool.
this is not a green screen. This is real.
Yeah, it's real. Yeah.
Huh?
It's real.
It's the best.
Yeah.
Sharon, do you have any question for Pete or Sandy? Like this, just or
Yeah, finally I get
I thought you were going to say that to me. I thought we were just.
finally
I'm sorry.
Finally I get to
My
see
bad.
Sharon. Yeah.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's fine.
No,
It's fine.
don't
It's
worry.
fine.
I will
I mean,
let
I'm just
I will
really
let
glad
you the time to thinking about the
Yeah.
question. Don't
Well, no,
worry. I
I
was
yeah.
thinking to ask Sandy and Pete what they think about the case emotion and the response of the states, and if you can quickly answer, because I know you have already developed the story, Sandy, on with Dr. Johnstone, who was really excellent. But if you can quickly answer about this, your feelings,
Well, I think that I was extremely happy, because if there's anything at all that can point to the truth and what may have happened, and I say may because I don't like speculation, what may have happened, if there's anything out there that will give Stephen another chance, I'm all for it. If he can get an evidentiary hearing from this, because he hasn't been able to up until this point, if he can at least get that and put some of these people on the stand, and I'm talking about people like Colburn and Kratz and all my friends, Fassbender, all the people that I'd like to see questioned by KZ. And so I was very happy about it, because maybe this will give him that hearing and get these people having to answer questions to her, and maybe make Colburn, for one, a little bit uncomfortable, and maybe he will actually grow a conscience and tell the part that he played in it, because he did. And as far as suspects go, Pete, I'm not pointing fingers at anybody, because I won't do that. And you can't do that.
No.
But let's find out if there's some way to get these cops. I want to see the cops on the stand. I don't care who they are, but at least those three main ones, with a little bit of pressure from KZ, because she's pretty good in a courtroom. Let them tell her under oath and try to get out of it their part in it.
Absolutely, and I completely agree, because there is a lot of people, who speculate on the social media and talk, and they know anything about the case. They know maybe 5% than Casey knows. So, but it's always easy to point the finger on someone when you have no one. So, for me, it's ridiculous in the same time, but I understand what Casey is doing for Steve.
I do. Yeah, I do. I know what she's doing. She's been trying to name the Denny suspects that she can. And of course, started with Ryan and I thought Josh Redant a long time ago. There's a lot of possible suspects out there. A lot of them.
Absolutely.
It's not just one.
No.
But my feelings go to the police. Whatever they know, I want to know.
Absolutely.
They're not guilt-free in this situation, and that's what I'm praying, that this will come out in an evidentiary hearing, whatever it is that they did.
The truth always come.
It does, even though it takes forever. It's going on 16 years since Stephen's been locked up. And he's starting to get antsy, and he keeps a good sense of humor and everything, but
Yeah, it's incredible.
He's
About
yeah,
that,
it's
it's
it's not
incredible.
good. You can
No.
see he's getting pretty. Just I guess the word antsy is it. So
Yeah.
if this can do that and bring an evidentiary hearing into play, then I'm all for it. We got to get to the truth somewhere. This can't go on like this. Brendan should have been out a long time ago. He's been
Yeah,
exonerated twice.
yeah.
Why is he still
Oh
there?
yeah.
I
Oh,
Yeah,
agree with you, Sandy. Totally.
yeah.
You're taking the words right out of my mouth, but I'll
Mhm.
transfer it over to Brendan. Same thing.
Yeah.
Still, they don't have Brendan on anything. No fingerprints
No,
or nothing, or
nothing.
whatever happened.
nothing.
It's
Mm.
it's
Nothing.
really a bunch of things with a bunch of loose ends. I have an
Yeah.
idea of who probably really did it. It's probably my thing is probably like you're saying. Let's hear the cops and everything. But
Yeah.
my thing is I'd like to say probably her boyfriend. I don't know because I
Oh
heard
yeah.
he was full of scratches and cuts and what
Yep.
nobody ever thought of anything of that.
Mhm.
I had the
That's
same
right.
feeling.
But
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
a lot of loose ends. I don't like it. A lot of loose
No.
ends.
Oh, there are so many, and it seems like instead of getting better, it's getting worse.
Yeah,
There's more
yeah,
loose ends.
yeah.
More
And
things
if
come up.
if Kathleen Zellner can pull, I know the Bobby thing is going on. I know in my heart he didn't have nothing to do with it, but
No.
if this brings it back to having another different, like you're saying, like
Mhm.
a new trial and start
Yes.
over again,
Yeah, yeah.
maybe out of this the truth will come out.
Yes. Yep.
We've
Absolutely.
got to have the
Because I
truth.
know Bobby never did it. I don't
You
know
No,
know,
why
no.
would he? I don't
And
understand.
you
and
don't know. No.
you know, Pete, and even for people who don't know Bobby but know well the case,
Yeah.
if it's true, there is too much of inconsistency in the story. I mean,
Yeah.
for me, no, it's not possible. There is always a possibility, but no, for me,
Yeah.
this is not possible. I'm agree with you, Pete. I'm looking more for the boyfriend
Yeah,
and
More
yeah,
answer.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
actually,
but
That would be my first. That would be my
yeah,
first instinct. But
yeah,
maybe I'm way
in
off.
any
But
case,
yeah,
in
yeah,
any case, you can ask
yeah,
any agent
yeah,
to ask him in any case who is the first suspect
Mhm.
in a homicide.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's the husband of or the
Someone close to
the wife,
someone close to the
somebody
victim.
close
Yeah.
from the family or
Yeah. The
somebody
victim.
close
Yeah.
from you,
Yeah.
from the victim.
Yeah.
And it's always the case. Not always, but so often.
Yeah.
And in this case, they got the tunnel vision directly and they look anywhere. They are
Yep.
looking anywhere. They
Yep.
want Stephen Avery in custody
Yeah.
for whatever reasons.
Yep.
That's
yeah,
everybody have seen. And
Yeah.
after what happened to Brandon was horrible because they had nothing against Steve. They need
Yeah.
more. They need more.
yeah, yeah,
They
Oh
yeah.
need
yes.
an horrible story because then they don't have nothing. So
Yeah.
they need an horrible story, and they are looking for the weakest person in the family. They try
Yeah,
to cut,
yeah,
they try to
yeah,
trick him,
Or the most
yeah,
vulnerable.
and
yeah.
the
And they
Muslim.
talked to all my sons.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, not
Mhm.
just Brendan. They went through everybody.
No.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
and
you're right,
it's
they fell on the weakest one, and
Yeah.
Brendan happens to be a lot like me because we're slow learners. I mean, we can get it like if I had to do a test in an hour, it'd probably take me 2 hours, but I'd get it right. But
yeah,
it's just
Yeah.
that I get it
yeah.
slower.
It takes you the
Learn as
time.
fast as
Yeah,
everybody
Mhm.
else. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
Well, it was just that what the story that they got out of Brendan made no sense because they had
No,
absolutely 1 inch of proof of anything. No
anything.
DNA, no nothing to prove
yeah,
that there was
yeah,
anything like that happened.
yeah,
Why is he in prison?
yeah,
That's my big
yeah,
question.
yeah,
Why is Brendan even sitting there? Why
Mhm.
has he ever been sitting there?
yeah,
It
Yep.
makes no sense, 0 sense to me.
yeah.
At least with Stephen, they did have the planted evidence, and we know it was planted.
Oh
But at
yeah,
least
yeah,
they had
yeah,
Oh
that.
yeah,
They
yeah,
had
yeah,
something on him, but
yeah,
Brendan is
yeah,
just that's
yeah,
just
Yeah.
a crazy fairy tale.
Mhm.
And and I wish they'd make up their mind, Kratz included. Was
Yeah.
she killed in the bedroom or was she killed in the garage?
And then I
Was she
love that
killed?
stuff with all the blood too. Well, if there's
Yeah.
supposed to
Where
be
was it?
yeah.
if there's supposed to be a half a gallon of blood laying on the
Yeah.
carpet, how do you get rid of that or whatever?
Yeah.
It's
Right.
like,
Now
yeah,
where is it?
Yeah.
It's impossible.
It just doesn't go into the wood and sink and
No.
dissolve.
No.
You know.
And where are the marks on the bed from the handcuffs that they were supposed to handcuff her to the bed?
And then
None of that exists.
Where's that knife that Brendan was supposed to slit her throat?
Exactly. It doesn't exist.
Yeah. And then another thing that I really love is when they came down to finding the key. Now, when a person goes, you don't only have one key on your key ring. You have like 2 or 3. You got, what about your house key?
That's
what about
right.
your battery to open up the trunk and that?
Yeah.
How many keys do you got, Jerome? How many keys do you have?
6, 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got 4 or 5. How many do you have? Okay.
And Pete,
which is more than one.
Yeah.
Pete, you realize that keys fly now. You know that, right? That keys fly.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't there until the 7th search, and then of course it flew.
Yeah.
You know, that's interesting.
The place was really tiny, really tiny. So it's impossible to left an evidence like this during all the searches. And they miss? No, come on.
And the thing that really gets me was Kratz in one of the court things with one of Brendan's staff says, what if the real killer's fingerprints are on the keys? Oh, that doesn't matter, just as long as Stephen Avery's is. Well, there, what is that telling you right there?
Exactly.
Yeah,
they don't care about anybody else. The real killer could have been on there.
But that's right. They didn't care.
From the beginning, on the 5th, Jacob asked on the radio, do we have Stephen Avery in custody when they they find the blue wafer on Stephen's property under every salvage chat? This is the first question. Do we have Stephen Avery in custody?
Right. Yeah. Right. Yep.
I know.
Everything was already planted. Everything was already planted.
No, there's no doubt in my mind that that's exactly what happened. It was all planned and all planted.
And then another thing sticks in my mind, like the next door neighbor saw somebody driving a car on what is that road called? Cuss Road?
Yeah. Cuss Road.
And he reported it to Manitowoc, and Manitowoc says, "Don't worry about it."
Right
there. What is that telling you?
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, I mean, they didn't care. In fact, it's just exactly like Stephen's first case when Green Bay Prison called and said, "We think you probably your killer, or you're not your killer, your rapist is up here." And they said, "Oh no, we've got Stephen Avery in prison for that, or in jail, wherever he was at the time. We don't need to hear your story because we've got him." That was Gregory Allen they had up there. Yeah. And it's the same thing. It's a repeat of what happened to him.
And another thing I can tell you from the deepest part of my heart, and I'm digging way down, this was many years ago when he was out at the junkyard, and he said, and the cop said that he was supposed to go away from the junkyard all the way to on the other side of Two Rivers in 10 minutes. And there was like 6 or 8 of us out there saw him leave within that 10 minutes. And the cops called us all liars, all 8 of us.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, isn't that something? Yeah.
All 8 are liars.
Yeah.
No, because it didn't fit their narrative.
Yeah, we're sticking up for them. Yeah. We're not only sticking up for them, we're telling the truth.
Right, but it didn't fit what they wanted. So they're not going to listen.
Right. You're right. Yeah.
And you know what Kratz said in closing arguments, and Stephen, maybe the key was planted, but so what?
Yeah.
So what?
So what?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
When you hear Kenneth Peterson say it will be more easily to kill Stephen Avery than frame him, and he said that directly on the TV.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't believe it.
Really? Really?
That's what I said. Really? Did you really say that? But he did.
We have another guest.
Oh, good.
Whoa! No.
It says Pete Dustin.
It's the twin. Yeah, it's the twin.
I'm trying to. Wait, hang on a second.
He's trying
it's
to
not working. I'm trying to get my other phone to go on the chat, and it's not working.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. How do you do that so I can see the chat list?
Just go onto YouTube. Go onto your YouTube link
just
like
go
normal.
On YouTube.
And just find the video on YouTube rather than doing it through the StreamYard.
Yeah, I tried, but I don't see anything on there. So I thought I thought I'd hook up with Jerome, and I'm
Well,
going
hang
on
on.
there again. It's like, no, I don't want to. I don't want to be in two areas at the same
I was
time.
going to say, what's going on?
Yeah, no, I'm trying to find the chat. So
Okay.
Sharon will do that for you, and I
okay.
think
Well,
Sharon.
thank you very
I've
much,
got-
there, sweetheart.
You're welcome.
I think Sharon, I have a question.
Yeah, just
Okay.
you said to just send that over to Pete. Right, I'm sending you the video so that you should be able to find it. I've sent it to your.
Okay, there it is now. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay. Yeah, because I'd like to see who's all on here chatting.
Yeah,
You know,
I'll let you get. I'll let you get in. I was just going to say, with this being such a special day today, both Sandy and Pete met Richard in the flesh. And you obviously, you know, he was a larger than life figure on YouTube, but I know in life he was, you know, just as large, but maybe not as loud.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I know he was such a sweetheart, but do you think he would be very proud of how far Jerome's came in the last so many months on his YouTube and things like that?
Oh, I say absolutely. He would be. Definitely, Jerome. He would be.
But it will be for you too, Sharon, and for you too, Pete, and for you too, Sandy. And
Don't turn it back on me.
And for but for everyone in the chat
Yeah.
too, for Milbillie,
Exactly.
for everyone. I mean,
Yeah.
because he was really the pillar of the community,
He
and
won.
he gave me this power to say, oh, okay, I don't care about my face. I have a gorilla face. It's okay, but I can talk properly English because it's not my first language, but I don't care. I
You do
go.
good.
I go.
Okay, thank you.
Oh,
Thank you, Sharon. That worked out really good. I got
Good.
everybody.
You're
here,
welcome,
so.
Pete. You're welcome.
Yeah, Jerome really came a long way. I really love when you guys work together and you're teaching him our language. I can imagine what he has to go through to get to our level. You know.
I know he's not went that low yet, right enough. I'm teaching him the higher level, the Scottish.
Okay.
Almost every day during just 3
no
or 4 hours.
American.
Not.
I like that little piece you put on there with Miss Peggy and you, Jerome. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Wham! That was so funny.
I know.
Wham! That was so funny.
I know.
Yeah,
It was funny because I was like that with my hair that day when we were kidding on. It was like Miss Piggy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I think everyone's been amazing on all the programs and stuff like that. You know, all the shows, all the YouTube videos, and it's really great. And it's such a testament to the community that Richard, you know, helped to forge. And you know, he was doing it for all the right reasons. He wasn't doing it for himself. You know, he was, and I think that's where you can see someone that really rises when they're not doing it for themselves. I think people really gravitate to someone that's selfless and dedicated and just a straight shooter, let's say. And that was him. You know, he really was.
Definitely. Oh, that was a good thing to say. That was exactly what he was. A straight shooter. I like that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly what.
Just had a text on there. If what do I think about? Somebody said Barb is saying that Bobby is innocent. What do I think? I said I think the same way. Somebody must have joined a little later because I told you guys what I thought of Bobby. And,
maybe.
Said, there's no way. Yeah, there's no way he could have done it. So the viewer that's listening now, you got my opinion. So. I don't know who it was. The chat's going pretty fast for me.
Don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry.
Okay.
I'm sorry about the chat, but if I made my concentration on the chat, I can do.
No, that's fine.
I can. No, I don't tell that for you. I tell to everyone. It's. I need to choose. It's my guess or the chat. So it's my guess.
And you also need to choose a language as well. Is it English or is it American or Scottish?
It's true. But thank you very much. Thank you very much to everyone to be here tonight. Merci beaucoup. I will tell you in French too. Merci beaucoup à tous d'être là ce soir. Je vous remercie beaucoup. Ça me fait énormément plaisir. Franchement, merci beaucoup.
Yeah.
Well, see, I like having the chat, so in case somebody asks a question, you guys miss it. and I get it just like that one with Bobby. I always like to try and let them know what I really think.
Yeah,
I think that
absolutely. If you
Yeah,
see
Jerome,
a question
yeah,
and
yeah.
you ask me, tell me because I don't watch the chat. So
Yeah, yeah.
tell me if you
Okay.
see a question
Jerome,
or
see
yeah,
when I see how I'm going to be going in about 5 minutes because I need to
yeah,
get
I
ready
know.
for my
Yeah,
slot.
yeah, yeah.
I was thinking, I think that Pete should be my fill-in host, when I'm away since he's
Okay,
watching
thanks
the
for
chat.
being here, Sharon. I can
Yeah.
finally see you and talk to you for
Sorry,
once.
Sandy, no offence.
Yeah.
We're trying to get Pete to,
Yeah.
elevate on
Good.
YouTube
Actually,
star.
Good.
when you first came on, I had an embarrassed look in my face.
Oh.
I was hiding behind something,
Oh, it's funny.
You are all so lovely, but really, it's incredible to have friend like you because that's why I have the. I'm so glad to have you in this community to talk with you
Yeah.
and to
Yeah.
talk and continue to have you to talk about
From the
subjects.
first time you were
From
on, I said, "Oh, I really love that guy. He's really,
oh, thank
No.
you.
really
Pete.
great." Yeah, I always like meeting people from all over the world, and maybe someday you come down here, I'll come down there, whatever.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I really hope
Yeah.
so. And we have
yeah,
talked with Sandy, and yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
really want to
yeah. Me
come
and Sandy got
in
to know
Wisconsin.
Mark
And
Hoddinott. He's very.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
I
Oh,
thought that would be
yeah.
the last person that would come from Australia. Wow.
Yeah.
yeah. But I think we will make a day, a big party all together
Yeah.
with all the
When
supporter,
them guys are out,
all
we'll
the
have to schedule a
absolutely,
party and all
Yep.
meet up somewhere. And
Yep.
absolutely. But Sharon, if you need to go, you can go because after it's your
okay,
slot.
Sharon, love you.
Yeah,
Take care.
I'll go, but I'll
Okay.
be on again with you guys at some
Okay.
point
All
again.
right.
Don't you worry.
All right.
I just like to give you a little taste of me, You
Yeah.
can only take me in small measures.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we love you, Sharon. So if we can get
Oh,
small
you
measure,
too.
that's good.
Just before you
That's
left,
good.
just
Yeah.
before you left, I will, yeah, say that the next slot
Oh,
is about the
this is for
Lickmick
Danielle.
case and Innocence Betrayed by Dr.
Yeah.
Sunderlin. I highly recommend you to read this book. I don't have read all the book, but it's almost finished.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, and I'll say goodbye to Sharon. Here's my younger years when I played football.
Oh,
yeah.
You've not changed, Pete. You've
But-
not changed
but
at
him,
all.
Pete, can you show him again?
Oh, okay. You're gonna put it up bigger. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yep. You've not changed.
You're not changed. You're
Yeah,
not
I
changed.
know. Yeah.
No change. No change.
I think my nose got a
Because
little
of the
smaller.
headphones.
I think my
The
nose.
ears.
Yeah, I got the headphones and
Just
my
a
nose got
little bit.
smaller.
Just a little
Yeah.
bit. Just a little bit.
Oh.
So okay,
Well,
now with me.
I'll-
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll scoot
Okay,
away,
Sharon.
but have a
Bye,
lovely rest of your time. And
Okay.
thank you, everyone, for being here with us tonight. And I'll see you all over when
Okay.
on time.
Okay.
Bye, sweetie.
Okay, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
I can't do
Sharon.
that. I always get mixed up. I'll just do that.
Okay.
I'll just do that.
That's good enough.
It's because it's the camera. I know. Yeah, I can do it, but I get mixed up. I can do the Spock thing and all that.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Spock.
I do the
Yeah,
heart
no, I
thing.
can't
I'm
even
like,
do it. Yeah, I
like,
can't even do the
I can't
Spock.
do that.
I can't even do the Spock. I gotta go like this.
I can't do that either.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So
I
I'll
can't
see
do
you
that.
later.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Sharon. So we are three now, and
All right,
I don't
three,
know
yeah.
if we will receive another guest. I'm waiting, maybe I don't know. But you need to know if you want to join us now because after I will show you an interview with somebody.
I like the way
Yes, we
somebody.
forgot.
All right.
Somebody of interest, really of interest, Mr.
Ooh.
Stacy Seabrook. Yeah, himself,
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah.
Stacy Seabrook. And I've made an interview with him, a pre-recorded interview. I will show you. This is a 17-minute, but we will do that after because we have again the time. We have just to half
Linda.
hour,
Linda.
so we have the time to continue. Pete.
Yeah.
How? What that? What are your thoughts about all of this? Keep talking. Yeah, keep.
Oh, just I don't know. It's like I'm living in a twilight zone. I can imagine what Sandy's like too, living in a twilight zone. These people didn't do a darn thing, and it's funny how Johnny L.A. Law's got a crooked side to him too. And from the first time they went out there and set everything up, they had like all the owners, like Ma and Pa Avery, they had to get off their land so they can go out, and they have plenty of time to do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if they
Yes,
had,
they did.
so if they could plant something, they could do it there because the owners aren't even there.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's why I
I
want to get to the bottom of this. I
Yeah.
want to
I'm
find
hey,
out what they
I'm
did
with
do.
you. I'm with you,
Yep.
Sandy. I
Oh,
mean I've known Steve ever since I don't know, probably 15, 16, and we
yeah.
kind of I don't know if we went to the same school together, but I mean we're all good friends, and
Yeah.
we had our arguments and dislikes
Well,
and likes, and but
everybody
I mean
does.
like
we
everybody.
made
Yeah,
up and everything, but
yeah.
Sure.
yeah, but that part that with that rape on the beach, that really killed me,
Oh,
because there's no way that he could have done that in the first
he
No,
place.
wasn't
And
even around.
yeah, I
He
know.
was,
no,
yeah,
no.
Wasn't he supposed to be in Green Bay or
he
something?
was
Or
in Green Bay at the Shopko
Yeah,
yeah,
store,
yeah,
and he had a
yeah,
receipt,
yeah.
and he
He
yeah,
had
can
his
prove
wife and
it.
kids with him.
yeah,
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 he can
Lori was
prove
with
it.
him,
It's
yeah.
crazy.
and it didn't make
And
any
the, and the
difference.
receipt and the receipt should have proved it right there.
The receipt was stamped with the time,
Yeah,
but they thought, well, he could make it back from there. Well,
yeah,
no, he couldn't. He had his wife and kids with him.
yeah.
How was he
No,
supposed to
that's
take them along for
yeah,
the rape
yeah,
too?
yeah.
None of that was fair to him from the
Yeah.
start.
I agree with
Yeah,
you totally, totally.
it's
Yeah,
horrible to take someone's
yeah,
life,
It's
and
completely horrible. It's completely horrible because you don't take
it
just
is.
one life, you take the life of everyone in the family.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
It
sure.
touch
yeah.
everyone. It touch
It
You
affects
bet.
everyone.
it affects everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I've always said that I felt part of this family now for almost 16 years, and
yeah,
so it just keeps getting deeper and deeper for me. And I know I shouldn't feel like I'm that close to the family, but I am,
yeah,
and that's
yeah.
the way it's always been. And I
Well,
just can't.
even me too. I mean,
Yeah, right. You
I mean, we had, I mean, they always treated me good when I went out there to the
right.
junkyard, and
Sure.
for one point, I used to work my stuff off out there when I was out there, and
Uh-huh.
yeah, until this day, I don't think either one has anything against me, and I don't have anything against them guys. It's just
Right.
that, I really feel for Steve's parents, because they got to really
Oh,
suffer between all
Yeah.
this stuff, and
no, I
plus,
know.
plus from the first one, and then they get nailed with a second one.
Yep.
Oh, it's
Oh, I
unbelievable. It's
I
Yeah,
think
unbelievable.
yeah.
I think Mama's the person I feel the sorriest for out of the whole
Oh
bunch.
yeah, 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 yeah,
What's happened to her now, and it was her and me against the world for a while in the beginning when I started with
Oh
this
yeah,
thing.
yeah. When you have start,
And
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
and she was everything to me, and I was calling her
yeah,
Mama long before there was a Mama A. And
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
and
yeah,
I think that hurts more than anything. Well, except Stephen, of course, and Brendan himself, but Mama's
yeah.
really the one that's been hurt by this
Oh
so
yeah,
deeply.
yeah, yeah,
And I mean, it's her son and her grandson, really,
Yeah,
and
it
the
affects all the
cops.
family, and
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
it's
It
incredible.
just it isn't fair, and something has to be done to these people that's
yeah. It
done what
makes you
they've
really
done.
wonder what really happened, because there's rumors
Oh
out there
yeah,
that,
Oh
she
yeah.
ain't even really dead. She just took some money and
yeah. I've heard
hightailed
that
it.
too.
I heard
Yeah.
that,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I heard
That
I
one
heard
I don't
other
like.
stuff. I heard, yeah, if that's what really went on, I
Mm,
mean, I'd
It's
be
easy to
really,
do that.
yeah.
It's
What is
yeah,
easy
it?
to do
yeah,
that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
really easy to do that, but
yeah,
find the truth is the most
yeah,
Yep.
difficult.
Well, that's
yeah,
what we need is the truth.
yeah.
We need to dig
Yeah.
deep and find the truth, and it
Yeah.
just seems like it's taking forever to do that.
I know,
Yeah.
jeez.
Why?
I don't know either.
I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
don't
because
understand.
there is not just Stephen and Brandon. There is a lot
Mhm.
of people wrongly
Yeah.
convicted for
Oh, I
a
know.
lot of crime. That's mean there is
Mm,
a lot of
Yeah,
cop who doing bad their job. and this is a really big problem. It's not my country, and sometimes people ask me, why do you care? You live in Belgium and it's in USA, so
Well,
why do you care?
people
Yeah,
have feelings all over
but
the world.
yeah,
Of
that's
course
I
they
have
I
do.
told
really
them.
Yeah.
appreciate you, and I really appreciate you, Jerome, that you do really care, because
I
I think
really
that's
care.
why. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's why. Like I called you before when I was texting him. I called him my
Yeah,
brother. I called him
my
my
brother.
brother.
Aw.
I
So
was so touched
all
by that
right,
because
yeah,
Aw.
yeah, yeah.
Well, Jerome, you know I love you. You know that.
I
And
know Sandy,
you
and
know, and
I
I
love
know
you too.
and I know. And it's because you do care. That you don't
Yeah.
just, think it's another case and so what, you're sitting in
Yeah,
prison, big deal. I know that you really care, and so do so
really,
many of the other ones about both the guys.
And
It's
really.
both of them together.
it's all fixed. The truth has got to come out.
It's
They
got
don't
to.
have the real people, and Jerome knows it.
No.
That's why he's doing that.
Right. And so many
Yeah,
people, that was what Richard was doing. I
yeah,
mean, Richard
Yeah,
seemed to really care about justice,
yeah,
period.
yeah.
yeah.
And he was
That's why
so
I'm so
good.
proud. He
He
was
was just
so
so
good.
good with the guys. And yeah, well, look at he went into the Eagle Nation thing here
Yeah,
in Nina
yeah.
also. In fact, Richard was going to be here last October.
Yeah,
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
like Linda saying, there's thousands that care, and there is. Yeah, there's
there
a lot
are,
of people,
and
and then
all
you got a
different countries.
couple. Then you got a people. Yeah, they did it. Well, you got a handful of those people.
Oh, I got a bunch
You're
of
gonna.
those.
Yeah, you got to expect
Yeah,
that. You just
yeah.
tune that out, and
I have a bunch of those. I won't even go into it, but
yeah,
there's a
okay,
few, and more than a few, that
yeah,
the reason they believe that Stephen is guilty, not, they don't say anything about Brendan. The reason they think Stephen is guilty is because he was arrested. So
yeah,
therefore, he has to be guilty. They
oh,
arrested him.
okay,
yeah.
That's what I
okay,
Period.
get
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
yeah,
Well, they
yeah.
arrested him. Big deal. That doesn't mean much in this world.
Yeah.
So I don't
How
know.
do you like that one? I can come up with. How do you like that one with the cat bit? Remember
Oh,
they said he did it, but did you
oh,
see that
don't
the real
go.
truth came? No,
Don't go
I'm just
there.
saying. No, I'm just saying the real truth came out. Did you hear who really did it?
Yes, I
Okay,
know.
okay, okay. He
Yes.
just did it to protect the guy, which is wrong. But that's how much
Uh,
Steve really liked the guy that he was trying to protect. But
I
then
know.
again, I'm just saying it to prove that. See, there he was blamed for something else that he
Right.
didn't do again.
Oh, and I know it, and it keeps on and on with that
Yeah,
story
yeah,
too.
yeah.
They
I didn't
won't
mean to
shut
bring it
up.
up to. I didn't bring it up for bad memories, but I'm just
No.
taking it for. Well, see here, they're
Right.
trying to get him on something else again.
Exactly. And they
Yeah,
won't stop. That
yeah,
thing goes
yeah,
on and on. I
yeah. It
see it
does.
on the
Yeah,
groups. I have messages about that too. Well,
yeah,
he's a
yeah,
murderer because. I mean,
yeah.
just don't go there. Don't
No,
even go there. I'm
no,
tired of that
no.
subject.
The
So,
truth
oh
actually
yeah,
came. The truth actually came out. Who really actually did it?
I know it. And it didn't make any
Yeah,
difference. He made a statement and it still didn't make any difference
yeah,
to some
yeah,
of these people.
yeah.
And I get the same thing with other things with Stephen's case. I've had a relative that just would not believe that Stephen was innocent. This was years ago. Would
Yeah.
not believe he was innocent because his blood was found in the car. So therefore,
Okay.
he had to have been killer.
Oh, so the
And
blood
so
couldn't have been planted, right?
oh, of course not. They never
Yeah.
would dream of that. Well, I
But
went
when
into my
when they
long.
saw that vial thing was open, how do you explain that?
Yeah, that was a big
That
deal
should
when
have been
Jerry.
sealed, wasn't it?
Well, there's a story behind that one,
Okay,
Pete.
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
I
okay,
don't believe it came
okay,
from there.
okay.
No.
No, no, no.
But no, I don't believe that it did. But I told this relative of mine, okay, if he actually was in that vehicle and bled in the six little strategic spots, was six little spots, but no fingerprints.
No
He
one.
must
Yeah,
have gloves
yeah.
on. So was he bleeding profusely that it came all the way through the gloves in little spots?
I,
That
Doesn't
doesn't
sense.
happen.
I don't know. It
Make
doesn't make
That
doesn't
any
sense.
doesn't
sense.
happen. No.
Yeah, no.
So, I mean, that made him stop and think, like, oh, there was no fingerprints. I said, nope, there was no blood on the door handle. There was no blood on the steering wheel. Just those six little spots. Well, you tell me. And I mean,
Yeah,
you just look at
yeah,
that. If that wasn't done with a Q-tip, I don't know what was.
yeah,
But, that by the
yeah.
ignition.
Because you see how fine, thin line was. I
Yep.
mean, if it was done by your finger, it would have been nice and fat.
Right. But it was a
Wouldn't you think
Q-tip.
so? Yeah, yeah. Wouldn't you think so? Yeah, yeah.
But it's things like that people will say, this is why he's guilty. He has to be guilty.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Brendan's story was true. Well, really? Take a look at the evidence. Where does it
Yeah,
say?
just take a look at the evidence, and
Yeah.
it doesn't match at all. So
Yeah.
Well, that's what really I get, as you can tell, I get pretty, hot-headed about this because Brendan shouldn't have been there in the first place. He shouldn't have been in
Yeah.
prison.
Yeah. Well, like that
ever.
interview at school, they actually, you can see how
Yeah.
they planted it right
Yep.
in his head. He didn't know what
Yep.
they were talking about. They actually drilled it right out of him. They actually
Oh, I
drilled
know
it
they
into
did.
his head to say it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that one part of the interview with Brendan bothers me more than anything. When he tried to get him to say he shot her in the head,
Yeah.
and
Well,
he kept saying,
I'll
"Yeah,
just come out and tell you.
yeah, right." And he was
If you
saying, "What
didn't
did he
know,
do to
well,
her head?" Well, yeah, and he kept saying, "What did he do to her head?"
Yeah.
And Brendan says, "I don't know. Cut her hair."
yeah,
Well,
cut
he
her
was
hair.
guessing. He didn't know what
he's-
else to
Yeah, he
say.
was
He's
guessing.
guessing.
Yeah,
He didn't
yeah,
know.
Oh, that's
yeah.
so upsetting to
Everybody,
me.
everyone can see he is guessing.
Right.
Everyone.
Oh, it's very
And
plain.
and two pretty experimented on interrogation. Miss that?
Mhm.
Then
Yeah.
he guess. Come on. No,
Well,
it's
it's just a sad situation, and the celebrating that went on with supporters when Brendan was exonerated, not once but twice,
yeah.
and then he ends up sitting where he is because we have a wonderful AG in the state of Wisconsin. Of course, that was Schimmel, Pete, and now we've got another one, which is to me worse than the first one.
Yeah.
So I don't know. They've got to do something. They cannot let these guys sit there like this. And not for all these years. Something has to break in this case. And it's got to be the truth, not just put somebody else in jail, but let's make it the truth.
Like that guy that guy that's coming forward. Oh, I thought I seen Bobby pushing. Why is it taking 15 years though to have that guy come out and say this?
Nobody knows the truth of that either. We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know. We have
We don't know.
nothing. We don't know. We weren't there. And I don't know. I just want this over, and you know that. And
Oh yeah.
I get carried away.
Then I even hear rumors that the RAV4 that was at the junkyard wasn't even hers. It's a different color.
Heard that one too.
Oh, yeah.
What about that? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Stephen insists. Stephen insists it's a different color.
Tell Steve for me. I believe he's 100% innocent because, I mean, he had a good thing going with him from the last one. Why mess it up? Why mess it up?
He wouldn't have.
Yeah.
I will tell him.
I know.
He needs to hear that from you. That's a good thing. I will tell him. Yeah, I definitely will. I've talked to him once today, but he'll probably call again.
Yeah, we go back a real long ways. I mean,
Yeah. Well, I said he has nothing but good things to say about you. So
yeah,
I know that he
I
likes
feel
you.
the same. I mean, look at the first thing he got. I mean, that wasn't fair in the first place. I couldn't believe that they were holding him for that when she didn't even know who the real guy was at first.
Well, I know it, but you can't even blame her because if you paid attention to it, she said her attacker had brown eyes for one thing, and Stephen has the bluest eyes ever. She couldn't mistake them.
Yeah.
That was one thing, and also said that her attacker had clean hands and fingernails. Well, you know that Stephen worked on cars all the time.
Yeah,
it was always dirty.
You're lucky.
And it was.
And there's reasons that Penny tried to get through to the people that it wasn't Stephen, but in the end, it was, of course. So anyway,
of course.
You can see I get worked up about this, right?
Yeah.
But thank you very much, and I will need to stop now because I will share the interview with Mr. Stacy Brook.
Okay.
And after you will jump on Sharon Sunshine. A fly. On Sharon Sunshine channel to continue, and I will be there too. So, Sandy, thank you very much. It was really a pleasure to have you tonight for me. And Pete is the same. And you all know both. Then you will come back on
Sandy,
the
it's
channel.
Nice to talk to you. Yeah.
Nice to talk to you too, Pete.
Relay that message to Steve. Let him know.
I will. Trust me, I will. Okay, guys.
Okay. And
love you both.
I got to talk to you. Yeah. Same
Yeah. I can't do that, but okay.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Okay.
Bye.
I can't leave. I can't leave.
She can't leave. She wants to
You
stay
can
with
leave.
us. All right. Okay.
Oh, Sandy. Oh, okay. I think it's. Oh, I think it's that. Yep. No. Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
Well, we'll see how good Jerome's computer skills are. No, just kidding, Jerome.
No.
It's
No.
not coming up.
No. I don't know why. It's my fault. I'm
Oh
sorry.
no! What was
I'm
it supposed
sorry.
to? What was it supposed to be?
It's an interview with Stacy Seabrook. I will share. I will share. But I've made a bad manipulation. So
Oh,
I
okay.
will
Actually, go out
I,
of it and come back in. Maybe it
I
might work
will
again.
restart and
Yeah.
it will
All right.
work.
Maybe
But
who knows? You know, it's.
oh not.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
No. I will. I think it will work this time. I hope.
Yeah. Sometimes if you go back and forth, sometimes it might break it loose, and then there it goes. And Jerome, it's been a pleasure to be on your channel again, like always.
Oh, me too, Pete.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
always a pleasure, always.
Yeah.
But really, I mean, for me, the the best uh, the best thing is try to help people, and
Yeah, and I really appreciate it. Yeah,
it,
there's people at you don't know how many people I met all over the world since this this broke out with Steve and Brendan. Yeah, I got people from all over the world.
yeah, it's amazing when you see
Yeah,
people all
yeah,
around the world, all over the world. I mean,
yeah,
it's it's crazy because you see all kind. There is no frontier anymore. You see, there is
yeah,
no
yeah,
frontier anymore. There is
yeah.
just feelings of trying to help people and trying to do the good thing. But
I think the good thing out of all this is I got to meet how many people here and there and everywhere, and yeah, just think I would have never met you without this.
yeah, I know. Yeah,
I
I
know.
know. It's same
Yeah,
for you.
yeah, yeah,
It's really the same for me
yeah,
because
yeah.
for me, if I was not I was not supposing to doing a YouTube channel, and this is with the all idea and energy and motivation
Yeah.
Richard gives me. Then I have say, oh, holy crap! Okay, I go. You
And I
see,
give kudos to Sharon for
yeah.
brushing you up on English and everything like that.
Oh, yeah,
She
I'm
tells
really.
me that she's been training you so you
Oh,
or helping you with your language because you got to rethink it when you're
it's
you know
true.
yeah
It's true.
yeah
It's really
yeah
true. Really,
yeah
really, really. And she helped me really a lot.
yeah yeah. Yeah.
And
So is your interview going to make it this time or not really? Or
yeah,
you're
but
going to give
it's.
her? Well, I hear something. Is that you?
I've got again a problem. Yeah, it happened just to me.
Oh, was that
But
it? I could hear.
don't
Was that it? I could hear the talking.
don't worry. I will. We can continue to talking or.
Oh, okay. What's the matter? What's
It's really me. It's really me. It's yeah.
okay?
I trying to do the right thing. Ah, yeah. It's okay. I
It's
find
working
the
now.
interview.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Hello,
Well,
Stacy.
yeah. Hello, Jerome. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you? How are you
Awesome.
doing?
Yeah, pretty good. It's beautiful days here in Canada right now.
Yeah, and in Belgium today too, it was really sunny, and so it's nice because we are all waiting for the sun.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Especially here. It was a long winter here. So
yeah,
super nice. Yeah.
yeah. Thank you very much to accept my invitation for this event because
Oh, thank you.
this mean a lot for a lot of people, and so I want to talk with you about your music and your feeling and
Yeah.
all this stuff. And I have some question, but you are free to develop and continue. And
Sure. Yeah.
so my first question was Yeah, I need to ask you about the chicken and egg question. What
Hi.
came first, or writing the song of Injustice?
Oh yeah. No, definitely Making a Murderer came first. I watched that documentary with a friend, and I think it was Boxing Day on 2015 is when we finished watching the series, and it was like late at night, like maybe 10 or 11 at night, and my partner at the time went upstairs, and I just said, I got to look and just see if these guys are still in prison, and so I went online, and it was about an hour, and I thought, oh my God. And so over the course of the next 2 weeks, I ended up never having any accounts online like Reddit or Facebook or Twitter. And I ended up joining that time Making a Murderer Reddit group. And that was a phenomena, it's like that.
Yeah,
I think within a month there was 65,000 people within a month and a bit. And we had crowdsourced all those, that money and uploaded. So I went into those files and I was just immersed. And then the first song I wrote was TikTok Manitowoc. And so,
agreed.
Yeah,
agreed.
Yeah, that was a funny one. And so that came first, watching the documentary really came first. I used to just write songs about life, love and life and loss and all that. But Making a Murderer really changed my life.
You never write a song about wrongful conviction or nothing like this. This is really Making a Murderer who changed your life.
Yeah, it sure did. One thing I've done, because I've done different art projects in my life, some sculpture, some painting, some writing, and stuff like that.
It's really interesting.
And so, but what I found within me is I always needed a purpose. In fact, another artist once criticized me about some art that I was doing, and they said, you always have to make a statement. And I thought, oh yeah, that's true, that is me. And so when this came along, I mean, it just meshed with me. It was perfect. It's like, that's what I like to do. I like to try and make a difference. And so that song came out, and
it was you. It was really you, the kind of music you want to share and create with people, for people. And I get it.
And one thing, it was a way for me to process the frustration, because I could not believe, and I still can't. I can believe more now, but at the time I was like, how can this happen? How can people not see what happened here?
I know, me too.
It's just bizarre. It's still bizarre to me that people still try to hold up the guilter side of the story. It's just,
I know, it's completely ridiculous, because
it's insanity.
It's with all this kind of stuff and all this inconsistency in the case and all the proof we have now today, and we can debate. We have again a lot of guilters and people trying to tell me, no, you're wrong. Ready? Come on.
Hey, I'm okay with people saying that as long as they're informed.
Oh yeah, me too.
From when they come across, it's usually the guilters that have only watched the documentary or not. They might not even have watched it.
I know.
But I always said, like, early on, probably about 4 months in, once I read the trial transcripts and stuff, I thought, if you've done any research on this case, there's no way you can have a guilty. It's just impossible. There's too many anomalies, inconsistencies, fabrications, typos, little things that had to happen to make things work, and
I know. So,
but is there?
No, go ahead.
Oh, it just makes me wonder how, at some point, people turn off. It seems the majority of people just turn off and go, oh yeah, okay, well, that's life or something. But I couldn't, and so I kept diving deep, and I still do. I have read or done something to do with me Making a Murderer for 5 years. Every day I've done something. It's not a day that goes by that I don't reread something, look at something, write something, think about it,
No, it's
talk
your
to
life.
people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was your life, and it's still
yeah,
your life today because
yeah.
it's a great part of what you do and your creativity, your feelings,
Hmm.
and so you watch Making a Murderer and watch Richard's video. Did any of Richard's video inspired you to write a song, or it was more M or sometimes
Yeah,
maybe
no, I mean, all the songs came, I was trying to think back. All the songs came out very naturally as I started researching. Things came up, 36 million or Don't Get Strange was a real
Yeah.
big part of the thing at the beginning and stuff like that. And I caught a hold of Richard just trying to do research online. He would come up on the YouTube thumbnails and I avoided him for a long time because I thought, oh, who's this guy? I listened to a couple, didn't really, I was kind of at that point because Reddit was such a force. I didn't recognize his
it's
name.
true.
And there was a huge amount of people that, there's Richard and stuff, but there was a ton of people at the beginning.
I know.
And there's like N64 Controller, Classic Griswold, Seeking Truth for Good, all these people, Case File Reviewer, and Skip Top was a guy who actually organized the original document drop. And so he had all these people, and so I didn't recognize Richard, and but eventually I started, as the time went on, I started watching his videos, and I realized he was just as much into it as us, and so then it became a nightly thing, and Richard just messaged me one day and said, hey, do you want to be on my channel? And but in that way, once I got on his channel and had the first interview, and I could tell he liked some of the songs, and that's what really influenced me was Richard, is that he gave an outlet for my songs and encouraged me to keep writing, and just he would put them at the beginning of his video, so it was like a little bit of affirmation, and yeah, as an artist, it's always nice to have people like your stuff, and so that's how he really, I mean, he actually changed my life in a way that gave me a little fire to to do a bit more. And then through him, I think Mark Hoddinott found out about me or listened to my songs, and after that was a real force. Mark has been a great force in the community and definitely a supporter of me.
Yeah, it's true. I said certainly, excuse my English. I certainly think Richard was inspired by your music and use it to empower the community, to bring everybody, each other in this community, and he was really proud of what you have done, your music. He was really enjoy about your music. You were playing.
He was great. What it was, I think, was it was all that timing. The groups were, his subscribership was rising, and we were like a reflection, because we were, and others in the group, and the people that were on his channel and stuff, it was like we were all a reflection to each other that, hey, we're making a difference here, and it was like we fed off each other, and that was kind of a heyday of that time, there was a sort of swell of momentum, and the MAM2 came out, and it was just like, we felt like, hey, we're going, and so that's, those are some of the great days. And then me and Richard and Paul and Mark all got to spend some time down in Australia together. So that was different, because you meet the real person. People on YouTube are one thing, but when you meet the real person, it's
you have Henry Cozy and you have Richard McAdams.
Oh, did I lose it?
Oh,
hello.
Don't worry. It's true. We have
because I talk about things, and and I sing songs and stuff, but in person I'm a very quiet person. If we met, I'm almost a hermit, and so and Richard was really different than I thought, but I super enjoyed. I always think of me and Richard as like soldiers on a team together.
It's true.
And
it's true.
we weren't really buddy, so to speak, although we'd talk a lot.
Yeah.
But we wouldn't hang out. Him and Paul were like buddy, those two, man.
Yeah, more.
I loved watching them.
Yeah. Okay, I will stop the interview now and I will share after the rest of the interview because there is just 10 seconds left because jumping on Sharon Sunshine channel. So go ahead. Thank you, Pete, very much.
Okay, thank you, Jerome, for having me on your channel again. And yeah, we'll catch you later, okay?
Catch you later.
I love that interview. Thanks for playing. Okay, love you, man.
Thank you. Love you too, man.
Adios, man. Bye.
Adios. Thank you, everybody on chat. Thank you.
Yeah, everybody, bye now.